আসছে দেখো পাবলিক করা করা আছে তো hello everybody, can you hear me? Please tell me if you can hear me or not. I have not actually added my camera here. Should I add my camera and show my face? I think I should add my camera and show my face too. Hi guys. Hello. All right. I think you guys can see me, right? Can you? Yeah, okay. I'm going to start. Okay, right. So what is given here? Find eventual safe states. Okay. Find eventual safe states. What the heck does that even mean? Like the safe state. So I need to find the safe states. Okay, I don't know what that means. Let's try to give a read to the question. So we are given a directed graph of n nodes, right? N nodes. So those who know graphs and know what nodes is, I think you will be able to. If you don't know what a node is, nodes are basically you can like assume you can like there is an analogy to it. Like for example, there are houses and there are from one house you can go to the other house. Like there are so ways, right? There are paths, right, to go from one house to other house. So these houses you can consider them as nodes, okay, and the paths are edges. So instead of saying n nodes you can just assume that there are n houses. All right. And okay, there are names of the houses as well. Like there can be names of the houses. Like the names of the houses can be of your father's name, can be of your grandfather's name, or anybody, or maybe your name if you are uh, like if you own a house, right? So in this case, the houses are named integers from 0 to n minus 1 because there are n houses, so there has to be you know n numbers representing their names. Okay, the graph is represented by a 0 indexed 2D integer. Okay, yeah. So everybody knows, I think, what this means. 0 index 2D. So we are already given a graph where graph I is an integer nodes adjacent to I, meaning there is an edge from uh, I, edge from node I to each node in graph. Okay. So we are already, this is basically an adjacency list. If you don't know what an adjacency list, let me tell you. It's basically lists of lists, and let's say there are n houses. So obviously you can go from one house to other houses. So from one house, how many uh, uh, edges are there? How many houses are there that are just uh, adjacent to the houses, right? They are connected by some paths. So let's for example, like there can be let's say three houses, and they are all connected with each other, right? So you can go from one house and reach the other house as well from the long routes, but you can also go from this house to that house from the other route, right? So there are two adjacent ways. Like I think you, if you don't know, you can look it up. Like right now, it is very hard for me to explain. I need to actually sketch and show you uh, what this means. Sketch.io. Oh shit, this is online sketch. Maybe this is free. Yeah. Okay, so I have done some things here. Let me remove this thing. So what I'm trying to say is that these are, let's say, houses, and there are some paths. Okay, there can be multiple paths. There can be paths like this. So from one node you can go to this house, from this house to this house, right? So now let's say this is 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. So from 0, what are the nodes adjacent to it? 1, 2 and 3, right? From 1, what is the node adjacent to it? Not 2, not 3, but yes, 0. From 2, what are the nodes that are adjacent to it? Only 0, right? So this will be a list. So basically, let's say graph of 0 is going to give me a list which is going to represent how many nodes, how many houses are adjacent to it. So for 0, there are oh shit, there are 1, 2 and 3. Okay, and for 1 we have, can you tell me for graph equals to 1? বুঝতে পারছো না তুমি? 0. Can you guys tell me what is the answer for graph 1? What is going to be the vector? 3 is not correct. The answer is 0. Yeah, so I think maybe you can check it if you don't know what adjacency list means. We are just going to solve because I am having an intern and I am going to solve it fast. Not going to explain that much. Okay. So what do I need to explain? So there is a saying there that a node is a terminal node if there is no outgoing edges. A node is a terminal node if there are no outgoing edges, which means the out degree is 0. That's a terminal node. A node is a safe node if every possible path starting from that node leads to a terminal node. Okay. Okay. So a node is a safe node when all of the possible path will lead me to the terminal node. Okay, so then that is a safe node. So can I say that every terminal node is also a safe node? Because no, right? Because mm, 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 mm. Okay, so let's try to figure out what this question is asking. So let me draw it again here. Okay, let me draw it. Oh, this is not the correct option. Oh man. Yeah, okay. So there are nodes and there are edges. These are directed edges. So from this house you can only go to this house, but the other way is not possible. So the nodes which have no outgoing edges are called as terminal nodes. So here the terminal node is this, because this has no outgoing edges. This is a terminal node. This is also a terminal node. Great. Is this a terminal node? Yes, because this is terminal, this is terminal, this is terminal. Is this terminal? No, because this has outgoing edges. But is this a safe node? Safe node means that every possible path that it can take from this node will eventually lead to a terminal node, then that is called a safe node. So what are the two there are only two paths, which is this path and this path, and this all leads to the terminal node, right? So when can I say that that the particular node is not safe node? Consider this case. What if I had something like this? I can come from there, and then I come here again, I come there, I can loop around forever. I'll never reach a terminal node. There is a path that exists and it does not lead me anywhere. Basically, when there is a cycle, I can never reach to a terminal node. So what I need to find out is the nodes, all of the nodes that are involved in some kind of cycles, right? If I find all of those nodes, then I'm done. So what how can what does this have a speciality? What kind of speciality does these cycles have? If you reverse the edges, if you reverse these edges, that those nodes are still going to form a circle, right? So basically it's asking the same question. You can just apply a topological sorting, but instead of an in degree you need to create an out degree. It's as simple as that, as simple as that. That's what you need to do. And how can you find the out degree for each of the nodes? Well, it's really simple. For each node, you try to go, and if you see that there are you literally cannot go anywhere. You just you cannot just go anywhere, right? Maybe we should try to make another graph by reversing the edges and apply an in degree logic here. And like normally, so let's try to code now. I think you guys have understood what I have said just now. So let's try to code. So this graph will be called as G transpose because it's the transpose of it, obviously. Okay. So I'm going to create a variable n graph dot size, right? And this is the thing it's going to be, and for int for you int I equals to 0, I is less than n, I plus plus. So if uh, okay, okay, if g of I, or maybe I can just do v, right? V is more better to see, visualize, right? Because most of the people who code graphs, they like these uv variables, but it's not really that important. You can use anything. Okay, so now for all the u's, I know that there is an edge connected from v to u. What I need is, in the G transpose, obviously this will be graph. In the G transpose, I'm going to have to reverse the edges, so I'm going to do this thing and place back uh, V, right? This is what we need to do. And let's also create a in degree array in degree. So the in degree will increase for what? For V, right? So let's increase the in degree for V. Okay, so this is done. Now all of the things which are actually giving me 0 cycles, I just need to add them. So let me create another answer, and I am also going to, if you remember how we like apply topological sorting, we used a queue. So let me use a queue again. And what am I going to add now? For I'm going to add something, right? আমি এখানে চ্যাট দেখতে পাচ্ছি না, কারণ চ্যাট দেখার জন্য আমি মোবাইল ইউজ করি, এখানে দেখি না, কারণ ওখানে okay guys, now can you answer this question, how what am I going to insert into the queue? Yeah, we are going to add those nodes which have an in degree 0, right? Are you getting? If the in degree is 0, then we can say that that you can only come out from it, you cannot come in, right? So q dot push uh, if in degree of I is not, then I push I. That's what I do. Now I am all sorted. I just need to do the topological, like simple BFS type of thing. It's not BFS, it's topological sorting algorithm, basically the Kahn's algorithm. Okay, no problem. If even if you can't say, you will eventually learn all these things. I'm just doing it because I have an intern in the next month and it's only 2 weeks. So I just need to hurry up. All right. Okay, so and u equals to q dot front and q dot pop. Okay, so I'm only going to add into the queue when the in degree is 0. So this particular node obviously is going to have in degree 0. Okay, so right now what we are going to do is, this is an answer. So I'm going to add it to the answer dot and place back, or you can use pushback too, they both work the same way. And now, okay, and now whatever the node which are adjacent to it in this GT graph, GT, not the graph that was previously given to me, but the GT graph, we're going to take the adjacent node and going to decrease their in degrees by 1, right? Let's try to do that. uh, in degree of v minus minus, that's what I'm going to do. Now if there the in degree of v becomes 0, then I push into the q dot push v. Okay, this is what I do. I think it's pretty simple now, but can it happen that I end up uh, into the, like I started from one node and then I end up on the same node again? Can that thing happen? Well, that can only happen if there is an in degree 0. Initially I put in a thing which has 0 in degree. Now somehow again get that particular thing. It just cannot happen because in degree is 0, right? So this is completely true. I just need to return the answer. And yeah, we need to return the answer in the sorted order. So I'm just going to sort the answer and answer dot end. I think this should work. This is the code. Let me try to submit it and check if this is there might be error. Okay, there is no error. So let's submit the code. Yes guys, so we have done it, but there are some like different, like there are two Gaussian curves. Like there are a lot of people who have submitted like in very less time. Like I don't know what they did. Did they not sort it or something like that? What did he do? What did this guy do? They used a DFSO. Okay. Okay, I think there can be multiple ways, but yeah, this was which was coming to my mind right now. But we should also like know the other, how we can do it in a different way also. But yeah, this works as well. Let's go. So we have done this one, and let's move on to the next question, which is alien dictionary. Okay, what? I need to subscribe. What happened, leetcode? Not a good thing. If leetcode doesn't work, we try geeks for geeks because it's better. Alien dictionary. Okay, like I just need to, I don't want to see the code, man. Where can I solve the problem? Yeah. Okay, guys. So we are going to do the alien dictionary problem, which is a very standard or famous problem. You can say anything. And the first time I did, I really like. It was really very difficult for me. I don't even know if I actually did it in the first try or not. but I did do it, I think. But I don't know how much I actually. So let's try to do this thing again. Okay, so a new alien language. Alien has come into our room, into our computers. What the heck am I even saying? I don't know. Okay, I don't even know what I'm saying. I just gone mad because I have not done anything, literally anything. There is in 2 weeks I'm going to have this internship, and I have literally not prepared in a really very good way, like how I should have prepared. I have not prepared in that way, but I don't really care, man. Whatever happened, whatever I did in the past is the past. The future can only be shaped by what I'm doing now. Like once Buddha said, what you are today is what you did in because of what you did in the past. What you will do tomorrow is, or in the future, what you will be in the future, or that will depend on what you are doing in now, at present. Okay, so alien uses an English alphabet, but the order of the letters is unknown. Okay, so this alien also has the same English alphabets. Wow, but the order of letters is unknown. The order, like we start from A, B, C, D, but this alien might start from D or Z or E, something, anything crazy thing you can imagine. But there are only 26 letters. It uses the English alphabets only. All right. You are given a list of words from the alien's language dictionary. Okay, so I have this particular string vector of strings, and this is the some of the list of words from the alien's dictionary, where the words are claimed to be sorted lexicographically according to the language's rule. All right, so according to according to their language, it seems to be a sorted one. All right. Okay. Your task is to determine the correct order of letters in this alien language based on the given words if the word is valid. Return a string uh, containing the unique letters in lexicographically increasing order as per the new language's rule. If there are multiple valid orders, return any one of them. However, if the arrangement of order words is inconsistent with any possible letter ordering, return an empty string. Okay, guys, this thing might have, like, it is one of the difficult questions, and I have no idea how I solved this question in my first attempt, but I'm going to try it again, guys. So let me try to sketch this. uh, Sketching always makes things easier, and that's what I discovered when I actually started, live streaming seriously. Okay, so let's say that I'm given a BD, CA, and ZK, CB. So one thing is pretty sure, guys, that Z is definitely bigger than B. Is that what they are trying to say? Let's see some examples here. Let not let's not create our own example. Okay. Wait, what? Why the output is true and false? And here I need to return a string. So I need to return this string. What? Wait, what? Wait a minute. Correct order of letters. The order is valid in string containing the unique letters in lexicographical increasing order as per the. But why the hell is this true then? Okay, I don't care. A possible correct order of letters in the L and X. Okay, so let's try to solve this question by this thing. Correct. Okay. Um, so obviously B is lesser, A is greater, A. Okay. I think I'm getting it. Hmm. Mm, 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 mm. What if I turn this? What if I turn this into a graph question? So, as you can see, that for these two, for these two, yes, for these two strings, this is the first uh, letters where they differ, and so B, there is an edge from B to A. So I do this, B to A. B is lesser, A is greater, or should I do the opposite way, like how we learned uh, something like this? Okay, and now I see AA. I don't give things. Okay, let's talk about VV. Oh, they are same. This is also same. This is where they differ. This is where they differ. What I do? What do I do? I see that DA is greater than D, so I put something like this. And then I check for these two. These two are already different. Correct? I'm just hoping that I don't get a time limit exceeded message. So now CC is equal, CA is equal, so D is greater than B, so D is greater than B, or is it the other way around? Yeah, it's what I'm thinking. Yeah. So this has 2 in degrees, this has 0 in degrees, this has 1 in degree. So the possible ordering will be A, D, and B, and C can be anywhere, I don't care. C can be here, C can be anywhere else. Okay. But my only problem is, how do I actually represent these characters? How do I actually represent these characters in terms of a graph? That's what I need to think, because once I see something new. Um, hmm. Okay, I can just use a map, right? Instead of a graph, I can just use a map. That will solve my problem. Okay, guys, so let's try to solve the problem. And vector or maybe map. This map will be for the in degrees, other things, or maybe I should write char. That will be a little cool. In degree for each characters, and I'm also going to have a map of char of do I need to take strings, or maybe should I take a list? I think I should take a list, or maybe maybe a set does it. Does a set, does set work? That's what I'm thinking. Does set work? Yeah, set, maybe set characters. This will be G. And I'm also going to have int n equals to words dot size. For int I equals to 0, I is less than words dot size. Oh, why did I make a variable if I am writing again? Yeah, so there you have the for loop, but I am going to compare only two strings. So and just to okay, string A is equals to words, or what should I do here? Yeah, words dot I. String B is equals to words dot J. Well, whenever I also need to you, have sets. Okay, so let me actually traverse to all of the words and then add all of the things to the set, right? This is what I need to do first. So that I know what are all of the unique values that I need to care about, because I also need the string answer, obviously. That I don't care it for now. I need to care is for all of the words I just need to insert the characters, because I need to know what are the different characters there are actually. Okay, guys. So at first let me just try to do a really brute thing, like mm, char C in words, and I can just take a reference to it. Doesn't it's like so unnecessary, but yeah, I can do this. So for each character, I just put this into the set. That's what I do. Okay. Okay. Great. Now I do what I wanted to do. For string, not string. Di equals to 0, I is less than n minus 1, I plus plus. If I only have one string, I cannot say anything, literally anything, right? But if I don't have one string, then I can just string A equals to words of I, and string b equals to words of I plus 1. All right. I can also, you know, now I just do two pointers technique. Uh, Basically, I equals to 0 and j equals to 0, and let me also create n equals to a dot size, a dot length or size, whatever you want. I don't care. Let me do a size for you as well, but this is not a very good practice. But yeah, you can do this thing. And while a of I, sorry, I is less than m, if they are all equal, right, I cannot actually say anything. I cannot. But if they are not equal, I can say something. I can say something. So I equals to n and this will be b, sorry. J is less than m. Okay, if a of I is equals to b of j, then I just do I plus plus and j plus plus. If they are not, if they're not, I immediately break. But before breaking, I need to do something. And and what do I need to do, guys? That's uh, wait. Whichever length is longer will be in the end, or something like that is there, or what? I assume that there is no such things. So okay, guys. Okay. Oh, okay, okay, okay. There is a node. Why am I getting true here? Ah, right. Of course. I also need to like somehow get what is actually the like if there exists any cycle or not. If there exists a cycle, as soon as I encounter cycle, I just say, oh, answer equals to just the blank, like nothing, and then return that. So when I find this out, I need to instead of actually doing this kind of thing, like, because it's really very hard to actually see that a is the one which is greater than everybody, greater than this, I'm going to do this the smaller one instead, because b is the smallest one, right? Here, as you can see. mm, Oh yeah, yeah. If all characters the short word match the beginning of the long word, if short word is considered smaller. Okay, if all characters in the shorter word match the beginning of the long word, short word is considered smaller. So there is no issue in that. The short word is considered smaller because of that thing. Mm, all right, all right. I don't have an issue with this. Uh, Okay, so once I see that they're not equal, so what I do in the graph of a of I, I'm doing the diff opposite, because I need to print everything in sorted order. I'm doing the opposite one. Dot insert map of characters. It's very heavy, because I can face this thing multiple times. That's why I'm doing this. Correct? B of j. That's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to increase the in degree of b of j by 1. Yeah, I think this is a very good thing. Now I'm all done. Now I just need to go through all of the in degrees and just insert into the queue. So let's take a queue. Let's take a queue of what? Characters, right? Obviously. And now for int I equals to 0, I is less than n, not n, actually I need auto instead. Auto iterator yeah, auto iterator in degree. Okay, let me take this, and now the iterator this is actually going to return me a pair instead of what we would have think it would have returned, because it's a map. It is going to actually return a pair instead. I don't know if this is something like this, or we'll get to know it through the compiler. So if it dot second, I'm assuming that it is not giving an iterator but instead a pair, and I'm assuming that if the it's 0. Okay, one more thing I need to take care of. When I was inserting this, I should have also initialized all of the in degrees with a 0 as well, right? When I was inserting this, I also should have done this. In degree of degree of c equals to 0, and g of c equals to an empty set. How do I write an empty set like this? Is that how I do set of characters? Yeah, if there is no it at second, I insert into the queue curer in push it dot first. Now while not q dot empty character u, let's say q dot front q dot pop, and I have only inserted those which actually has in degree 0. Okay, but also let's talk about boolean check equals to true. Char v in g of u. So for all of these characters, I need to do what? In degree of v minus minus, and if not in degree of v, then check equals to false, and initially the check should be false, but when it comes here, check becomes wait a minute. This is where I'm confused. So when I insert this thing, if I couldn't insert anything because of in degree issue, q dot push v. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, so whenever I find some in degrees, um, I did this false. I was initially true, and or maybe I should do an int because I need three represent. I need to check initially it's 0. When it comes here, check equals to 1. If not check, then do this. If check equals to 0, do this. Else let it remain 1. Or when it comes here, let check equals to 2. Right, yeah, now this is looking great. So if check equals to 0, check equals to 1, because it comes here. It comes here now, in degrees v, so check becomes 2 again. So the loops comes over and over. Check is all 2. Once it is 2, it never changes. So if check is 1, then I just answer equals to this and break, or maybe I just return the null thing, right? Return this. If it never gone inside it, I just return this. Okay, and also answer dot pushback or plus equals to whatever you like, pushback q, because it is what it is. Okay, now in the end I just return answer. Compilation error, yes. What is the error? There's nothing as insert because the T is capital. Okay. Again, and what redeclaration of int I. Of course there will be redeclaration because it's let it be k then. K here and k here, and now there is no problem, I think so. Let me do this. Oh wait, what? What is happening? Words of I, right? And now runtime error. Wait, what? Is this a mistake that I'm making, or what? Uh, oh my god. Okay, okay. I don't think I need this set thing here. You can just ignore this. Maybe, I don't know. But because I'm already adding this to in degree. Anyhow, I don't need that. Yeah, I think should be fine. I don't know what's. Okay, okay. I didn't else this and break this. Yeah, that's where the problem was there. Yeah, let's try to submit and see if it's giving wrong answer. Yeah, of course it will give wrong answer because the code's output is null. Wait, like seriously, how can it be null? Let me try to dry run my code according to what I think I did on the code for A B C D E F A D. A B C D and E F A D. So we have A B C D E F A D. I'm in these two cases, so clearly A is smaller than C. Now CE, clearly A and A is there, which is this. Wait, so it should have been null. My code's output is false. What the heck? Its correct output is null. Wait, what? I didn't return a null. What do you mean? How can I not return a null? Oh my god. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, okay, I understood what mistake I made. I should not check here. I should check other in the outside instead. So like like this. Let me copy paste this here. Oh yeah, one thing is right, that it gives a pair. So yeah, I'm happy for that at least. Okay, if it dot second, if it dot second, then I can say return null, right? This is what I need. Wait, what? Where is check one? Oh, here is check one. Yeah. Yeah, please give me a correct answer. Again, it's not giving a correct answer. I don't know what is wrong. I have no idea what is wrong. Mm. Okay, my code is out. giving an output of because it okay this is okay let me try to a a a a b a b a a a b a b a a a b a b a a a b a b so a a a a b a b and what b b a b b b b b a b b b. All right guys, let me see, these two are same. I don't do anything, I don't do here. I see that b is greater than 2, so I do something like this, and then I move here. I see the same thing again. I do this thing, and then I come here. I don't see the same thing again. Okay, everything is done. A should be greater than B. Why my code is not doing anything, I have no idea. Did I like I did I forget to do in degree minus minus or something like that, or what? I have no idea. What the heck? What the actual heck? Or am I doing wrong things here? Am I doing wrong things here or somewhere? My code is giving me null, which is false, and it shouldn't give me that because okay, let me think. Let me think what I have done here. I think I'm doing correct. I'm only pushing q in the if the integrity is I'm finding integrity to be 0. Or else I'm not pushing anything. But what if the integrity was 0 from the beginning? Can that happen? No, it cannot. So জানি কারণ আমার চ্যানেলটা একটু ফেমাস না, তাই আর লোক এগুলো দেখতেও চায় না, তাই ইয়েস দেখে, তাহলে অনেক লোক দেখে এবার এগুলা। Where am I doing the mistake, man? I am not realizing. Real eyes. Okay.
The line is wrong. Look at that line.
Beshi. Which class do you read in?
8.
Okay. How much coding you have done?
0%.
Okay. Damn. Sister's giving me advice. And I'm trying to understand where I did mistake. My sister is telling me in this line. I highly doubt, but she can be right as well. Where is the thing that I'm doing? Look, I'm inserting. Let's debug. Okay.
Debug.
So for each word, I don't need this set. Just get out. So I'm setting in degree of c equals to 0 and doing this thing, like add a brand new G to your.
It's not
For
weird.
all the strings, characters in the word, I just make a graph. Wait. Now what I do, k is 0 in the beginning, and so word of k is aa, and this is aabb, aab. I, a dot length is obviously 2, b dot size is 3, so this is 2 and this is 3, and they both are 0 in the beginning, so they equal I plus plus j plus plus, again equal I plus plus j plus plus, somebody gonna m, and then nothing happens, just do this thing, go to the next one, again the same thing happens, a I b I c I d I
Very good.
Okay, what am I even singing? This is so wrong. Guys, can somebody say where am I doing mistake? I am literally
The 39th line.
the 39th line,
Sorry, 38th.
38th line.
Yes.
What what am I doing wrong?
I don't know.
What the heck? I have no idea. Why is my code giving a output of nothing? Did it not push anything into the answer? Something like that.
Is it brute something?
Guys, let me do Chat GPT. Chat GPT is the god.
Wow.
I have
Cheater.
I have no idea.
Cheater, guys.
Yes, you can call me a cheater, but if I your approach, which is correct idea for alien, but there are few bugs. The last words are never added. Which word? Initialize character from zero. What? Oh shit, man. This will be an. Oh man, this was so embarrassing.
What?
I didn't see this. That the words are not added. And
Oh.
these type of things are really very hard to spot because
Then.
uh, whenever something happens, what you try is that maybe there is logical mistake, so you're trying to find mistakes, some logical mistakes or maybe some syntax mistake, but uh, when you are adding all of the things like initializing, you generally don't tend to do any mistake, right? That's why I didn't actually see this. So yeah, next time, like and the code is also huge, so it's very difficult for me to actually find that you know find this
Someone
mistake.
says 39 line is wrong.
Someone say I already figured out what is wrong. Okay, I didn't
You
figure
are
out what
wrong,
is wrong.
bro. Jimmy Watson.
Jamie Watson, what is here? Stop wrong process. There is nothing wrong, I think. I've already done what I can do. This thing which I was wrong. There is some other mistakes as well. Okay, duplicate
Look at the
edges
comments, bro.
increase multiple times. Variable still increment in degree. Okay, 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 okay.
Hey, someone say it. Look at this.
This is some mistakes that
Look
yeah.
at this.
I don't care, man. Whatever they say. yeah, so this is also one of the very big mistake that I was making here. Someone was saying 39 with 38. The mistake is nowhere there.
Jimmy Watson, you are wrong.
Okay, so the mistake is here actually.
I think he wanted to say 29. Yes.
If g of a of I dot find bi equals to um, g of ai dot end, then only I do this thing. But if I have not found something in the gi, then only I insert a bi or else I okay, I think this should work now. Let me try to submit this. Oh my god, so many false statements today. I am very cooked. Let me think where. Okay, I have miss invalid prefix check. This is invalid, but the higher length ABC comes before. No alphabet ordering can make this happen because AB is a prefix of AB and that should come first. The code doesn't detect this.
How many?
What?
How many you did it today?
What?
Huh?
Oh wait, what? My code doesn't detect this. Oh, damn. Oh, I never thought of this thing as well. Yeah. The problem statement clearly said that. I think the mistake here is also the same thing. So let me just try to if j equals to m and I equals I is less than n. So it means also return a null. Yeah, I think now it should work. Let me just try to submit it again. Yeah, finally after 4 submissions. Wait, point. There are no points for this, which means I have submitted it earlier also. Man,
After 4,000 years, you make it.
finally. But wait, why is it not showing? Okay, yeah. Finally, so there are certain things that this is a thing that is outside of the topological sorting. This is the part of the. This is also something that you needed to think and just not apply topological sort, but this thing is something outside of topological sorting. It's a property of the question, right? This is extra thing that you had to check. Yeah, so what I learned, and also initialization, you also do mistakes, so you have to do it properly. Sometimes you do mistake, not all the times. All the times these things are actually very perfect, but you still do mistake. And this thing also, I was adding things multiple times, so yeah, as well as this thing. So yeah, that's for that's it for today, guys. 2 questions are only solved. I know this is very less, but